welcome to section 1 of setting up WordPress. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a local server so that we can have a staging area for our website. So this is generally a good practice to do when you're developing websites. You want to develop them on your local server first, and then that way when you're sure that the website is ready to go, then you can upgrade it to the live site. So if you're on a Windows machine, which odds are you will be, we're going to use what's called WAMP. So the link is www.wampserver.com. You should see the link on the screen now. So if you're on a Mac or a Linux machine, I recommend that you use XAMPP, which you can find by typing in XAMPP, XAMPP into Google, and the website is apaachefriends.org. So we're going to go ahead and install WAMP on our Windows machine. So go to download, and we're going to download the 64-bit version. And then what we're going to do is click on you can download it directly. And that should download the program there. So I've already downloaded it. So we'll go to where it is, and we're going to install it now. So you're going to double click on the WAMP server file, and you're going to click run, and you're going to click, now you're going to see this user account control pop up. You're going to click yes, and then you're going to click setup in English or whichever language you use. You're going to accept the license agreement. You can read it if you want, but there's no real need. Click next when it says installation of WAMP server. Now you can leave it at the default of C if you want. It tells you how many free space you've got in that location. I'm going to install it in E, but you can install it in any location that you want. So we're going to click next. You could just leave it as the default installation. There's no need to change any of this. So just click next. And then you'll get to the name. You can just leave it as WAMP Server 64 in the select start menu folder and click next. And it'll say ready to install. And then you can just click install. So that's going to go ahead and install. All right, so it's almost installed now. It's going to ask you in the setup stage if you want to change the browser that you're going to be using for the server. For the sake of simplicity, I would just leave it as a default browser. I will show you how to change it if you want. So you can just say Edge will, it says Edge will be used as browser by WAMP server. Do you want to choose another browser and install on your machine? If for the sake of simplicity, you can just click no and just leave it as Edge. I'm going to go ahead and click yes, and I'm going to go ahead and set it up to use the Google Chrome browser, but you don't have to do this. I'm just showing you how to do this. So you just find the path to your browser and click open. It's going to ask you if you want Notepad to be the default text editor for WAMP server. You can just click this. You can just select no for the sake of simplicity. And that's going to finish installing WAMP server onto your machine. It's almost done. Now it's going to ask you, please read the following information before continuing. You can just select next to this and just click completing the WAMP server setup wizard, and you can just click finish. So now the way that you use the server is you click on WAMP server here. I would recommend that you right click on it and you click run as administrator. And you'll see a pop-up come up asking you, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Just click yes. And it's going to start. Now, you'll see down here the icon. So when it's green, that means all services are running. So that's how you install WAMP onto your machine. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up WordPress on the WAMP server. XAMPP is very similar. So XAMPP also has all these tools built in and PHP MyAdmin as well. So moving on to the next video.